Alright guys, I think we are about ready to get started. Just fix my camera and I can move this down. Alright, I am ready. How about you guys? This is my first time, so it should be interesting. Hopefully I can get through and not stumble around too much. This is the Game Boy Color version, so slightly easier from what I understand. So, let's get started. I don't know what his name originally is, so we'll just go with Dave. Because they limit you to, looks like, 4 letters. So we'll do what we can do. Text speed, I guess we can go with, let's go with 3. I'm sure I can change it later. Starting out pretty ominous. I just got finished playing the Dragon Warrior Monsters 2, which was a pretty good game. So I should recognize a lot of the monsters in this. Alright, the introduction. King says welcome. In the distant past, the gods gave Loto the light orb. With it, he drove away the monsters. This is a capture device. I have several of the original games. Like this is Dragon Warrior 3. I have a GameCube and a Game Boy player, so that's what I use for capture, and then I run it through my AverMedia. So this is the Game Boy Color cartridge, which has Dragon Warrior 1 and 2. So hopefully it looks good. I think I got settings and everything. Let me know if you need it to be louder or need my voice quieter. I'm not sure how things are relaying since this is a new setup. My voice actually might need to come down a bit. Just let me know. So we got monsters laying siege to the land. The Draco Lord, evil incarnate, emerged from nowhere and sealed the sacred orb in the darkness. Without it, darkness will swallow the world. Extinction will be soon befall us. Brave Dave, we implore you to defeat Draco Lord and recover the light orb. Take what you find in the chests. They should help your quest. Speak to those in my chamber. They will give you worldly advice. Let us meet again. But the light orb played a pretty big role in the Dragon Warrior Monsters 2 as well. Starts us out with a little bit of gold. Got a torch. And a key. See what his fellow people have to say. Do you know of Lady Laura? I do not. Lady Laura is the king's only child. After the queen's passing, she has been the king's source of support. It has been half a year since she was abducted by foul monsters. Though the king makes no mention of it, I can't begin to imagine the torment he must be feeling. So that must be what happened in the opening scene, as the dragon came in, stole the light orb, and it showed a lady laying down in a bed, so I'm assuming that's who they took. Says, Dave, I beg you, rescue Lady Laura. So our overall goal seems to be to rescue the lady. You checked all the chests. You should have found a key. It can be used only once. When you open the door, your journey will begin. When you leave the castle, you will see a town. Buy some weapons and some armor. If you are wounded in battles, return to town and stay at an inn. Okay? And I believe that is everything that is here. Yeah, there's always some type of damsel in distress, but in Dragon Warrior Monsters 2, we had to recover the light orb in order to plug a hole that was causing the island to sink. So that was the final object that we found that solved the problem. So we can record our progress in the journal. You can resume your quest from where you last recorded. So pretty straightforward. Just a beginning introduction. So we can talk to the king to record our journal. But yeah, I'm eventually planning on playing all of the Dragon Quest games. So I have 1 through 3, and then I have 4 on the DS. The Nintendo cartridge for 4 was a little pricey, so I picked up the DS remake, and it looks like it'll be pretty good. Hey, what's up, Stick? How you doing? Yeah, we have Game Boy Color, so we have lots of vibrant colors. So overall, we've been tasked with finding this light orb and finding the Lady Laura, which has been lost some 6 months or so ago. Hey, everybody's joining in. What up? Yeah, this should be a fun playthrough. Trying to do 1 and 2 this month, as well as a few others. We'll see how much time. So she's wondering if the Lady Laura is already dead. So no one, or at least she doesn't seem to think the princess is alive. So do we have a lot of the Bushman clan in here? I don't know everybody's name off the top of my head. No, this is, I've got a few different ways of playing this. I've got the Game Boy player for the GameCube, in which I route through my AverMedia capture card. And I also have a Retron 5, which outputs through HDMI, and then I run that through my capture card. Alright, so Stick is Andrew, and I know who Derek is, so you can't trick me there. But yeah, as of right now, I've been trying out both. I seem to get a little better picture quality through the HDMI, so that's what we're giving a try here. So I guess we set out on the adventure. And what a better way to start out than a immediate random battle. Not even a normal slime, they hit us with a red slime right off the bat. Yeah, so from what I understand is from the original NES, they released it on the Game Boy Color. Grinding is not as much, as well as you do a little more damage, take a little less damage. So overall, a little easier, a little less grindy. Oh, hey, okay, so I see Dave in your name, so I think I can relate that. Yeah, I just threw up the original NES background, but this is the Game Boy Color. It's something to fill the void of the darkness that is behind the screen. See what these guys have to say. So this is the town of, I'm gonna guess that's Tantegil. But this is based off of the NES game, and everything is exactly the same except for a little less grinding. I don't even know. Yeah, I guess they did change the 1 and 2 cover. So this is where we can buy our weapons and armor, from which the king told us to. Let's see what he has. So he definitely can't afford the copper sword, so we can get the club. Yeah, I didn't even look to see what the price of the originals were on NES. I'm gonna assume they're somewhere in the $80–90 range. I picked up the ones on Game Boy for about 15 bucks. They got a little updated graphics, a little overhaul of the inventory and all that stuff. So, makes for a little bit more enjoyable experience. It's like, you paid for it, so equip it. So he's supposed to have armor as well. Okay, we can go left and right. So that's 2 defense.